It's also just as important to rest. Like, it's not like you have to slave your life away and just give every hour of your day to, something else or investing or whatever it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very important to have time to chill out. Peace, soul family. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are returning, for those of you who are new, my name is Zuri, the Poetic Mystic. I do go by Zuri. You can follow me on Instagram at Zuri Music or the Poetic Mystic. Both accounts have either my business information or just more information about who I am as a person. I do have more things coming out to be released soon, but I don't want to speak on these things yet. I'd rather have them, done in fruition already before I speak to you guys. You guys already have the resources and whatever it is that I'm telling you about. So if you're watching my video, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't, you can go ahead and subscribe because it really would help. Really what helps is liking my videos. Thumbs up on a video circulates your videos more around YouTube. So if you could like and comment on my videos, that actually would help. Even if it's just like a hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to reply back, so that's always cool. Keep it cute, keep it, keep it civil. Because I don't do the other stuff. I don't do all that. But anyways, I do just want to plug myself really quickly. I do sell herbal teas and remedies. So if you are in the market for a natural medicine as opposed to Western medicine, I do sell herbal teas that target a lot of different body ailments, like period cramps for women, energy, insomnia, upset stomach, your cleaning your colon out. Like, I have a lot of different teas for a lot of different things. I can hardly think of them. I also have tonics and capsules as well. I do sell candles, but I'm currently sold out. So if you're interested in when those will be back in stock on my website, you can join my email list because I'll definitely send an email out when all that stuff is back in stock. But I did just want to hop on here and record a video today about motivation, and I felt like it was fitting seeing how I didn't record a video last week for YouTube. And I wasn't that motivated to record a video. That's why it didn't get done. However, I did have a lot going on. Don't get me wrong. I had so much going on the entire week, and honestly, it hasn't really stopped. Today's my first day. I've kind of got to like chill out a little bit, but even today, like, I had to, it's Sunday, it's reset day. So I've had to go to the store and, things like that. And after this, I'm probably going to like prep my food for the week so I don't have to cook during the week because it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But anyways, as you can see by the title, I'm here to talk about how we can stay motivated. And the answer to that is you don't. Like I said, I wasn't motivated last week to record a video, so I didn't record a video. Although I did get other stuff done, motivation is something that I feel like we all battle with because none of us stay motivated to do anything 1000% of the time. But that doesn't mean I don't get things done, which is why I felt like this video was a good topic to talk about because last week I was not motivated. However, I still achieved a lot of different things. So I wanted to tell you guys and just let you in on a few tips and not really secrets, but just what I do to help myself stay motivated even when I don't really feel like doing anything or want to do anything for that matter. It's a hard thing out here, especially in this day and age where gas prices are through the roof. So it's kind of like, I don't want to go anywhere, like I don't really want to do anything at all because going outside costs $1,000 every day. So I really don't want to go outside. The price of everything is just crazy. But you still got to go to work, you still got to do things. And I am a small business owner, so I've had to do things for my business and just a lot of different things that even when you're tired, you can't really stop moving, especially those who have children. I know they really understand this when I say this. Is like, I know you're not always motivated to be a parent. Like, I work with kids. I'm not always motivated to go see them kids every day. Like, kids are a lot, especially when you're with them all the time because you're their parent. And dealing with another human, period, even if you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with another human for a very long period of time, can be tiring, and it's very important to have alone time and to have time to yourself and to de-stress. However, not about that. This video is about how to stay motivated and how to keep moving even when you really don't want to move or do anything. So I just want to give you a few tips of what I do to help myself stay motivated. I don't stay motivated, guys. I know I already said that, but I really don't. I've formed sort of a mindset that even when I don't really want to do anything, there are so many reasons why I need to do that thing. So one of the main things that I tell myself, which is actually coined from a man, I can't remember his name right now, but I used to watch his speeches all the time, but he coined the phrase, just do it, for Nike. And we've all heard the phrase, we see the check all the time, you know what I'm saying? Just do it. You know, and we say that, but there's really so much impact in that phrase. Because in the speeches that I used to watch from him, he would always say things like, people would come up to him and tell him, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I see you doing this, I'm inspired to do that. And he would be like, that's really nice, that's cool, like, just do it though, like, you know? Because at the end of the day, you could talk all you want, say all you want, and, you know, whatever, but if you don't put any action behind it, you're not actually going to achieve it. So in moments where I'm feeling fatigued or just not really in the mood, you know what I'm saying, to move or to do something, I often remind myself to just do it. Like, just do it. Like, if you just do it in the moment, then it's done. You don't got to worry about it anymore. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm procrastinating. Now you're constantly thinking about this thing. You're causing yourself more fatigue by not doing it. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that crazy? Those of us with anxiety know that thinking can be tiring. Thinking can be and is exhausting, especially when you do it all the time. When you overthink, you can get caught in your head so much, and that is not a good place to be. When you're stuck in your head, I mean, I'm not saying like your head isn't a good place to be. Like, it's very important to have control over your mind and to know when to use your mind, but it's also important to know when not to use your mind. There are times where you don't have to think thoughts. We are so asleep, you know what I'm saying, and so unaware of the fact that we are conscious entities outside of this body, outside of this realm, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are spiritual beings, and we don't have to think thought. Thought is a human thing. Like, thinking words came from humanity, you know what I'm saying? Language wasn't always words. And so all these thoughts you think and all these things you hear oftentimes aren't even from you. Like, you know, we are spiritual beings. All this is ethereal. All this, it's like a waveform, you know what I'm saying? And we just exist here in this dimension right now because that's where we vibrate. That's where our frequency is at on this 3D plane. We all resonate with that frequency because we're all here, you know what I'm saying? But there are other beings, there are other entities, there are other spirits who you can't see, you know what I'm saying? There are things around us, which is why also it's important to protect yourself and to shield yourself. But this video is not about that right now. But there are other entities and things and beings like telling you things and, you know, popping these thoughts into your head. And you might, sometimes people get very disturbing thoughts and don't know how to separate it from themselves. And that's why a lot of us go crazy, you know, because we're hearing all these things and we don't know how to escape that. The key to escaping that, number one, is meditation. Knowing how to calm your mind, and deep breathing and meditation, knowing how to calm your mind, knowing how to empty your mind. Those are very powerful tools, and people like often say you don't have to be quiet during meditation, and no, you don't have to, but it is helpful, you know, when you can not think thought, when you can become aware of the fact that you just received a thought, but like, I am like an entity outside of this thought, so I don't have to keep thinking about this, you know what I'm saying? And a good way to do that is to shift your attention to something physical. So like, when you start thinking thoughts that you're not necessarily wanting to think or don't agree with, go get a drink of water. Literally make yourself get up and go get a drink of water. You're done thinking about it. You're thinking about water now. You're thinking about this cup of water in your hand that you just went to go get some water from the, well, I drink spring water, so we buy like big jugs of spring water, but you went to go get your water. Now I have water in my hand, now I'm drinking this water. Like, that's where your mind will go. And it seems very simple, and it kind of is, but the hard part is becoming aware of that and knowing that I need to shift my thought process, right? So which leads me to my next point, is to like, stop thinking. Just do it. Stop thinking, just do it. So I kind of made my own phrase out of his phrase, which is stop thinking, just do it. Because if you stop thinking about it and just get up in the moment and do it, it's done. You don't have to worry about it later. You don't gotta keep thinking about it. It's done. It's already done. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I know a lot of us battle with perfectionism, often because of the way we grew up and not receiving praise or affection for just being human. We only received praise and affection when we did something worthy that, you know, that people thought was something to applaud. So a lot of our self-worth is wrapped up in different accolades and achievements, whereas we should know that we are whole, we are loved just because we are, just because we exist, just because we are a human being. You know, we are deserving simply because we're here. A lot of us tend to forget that, And so we want everything to be like top tier perfect before we actually do something. But nothing's perfect, and it's never gonna be perfect. The best advice is to just do it. Like, just start. Like, whatever it is you want to do or thinking about doing, just do it and learn along the way. Like, you will make improvements along the way. You will grow along the way. You know what I'm saying? The people you admire, people you look up to, you know, who are doing what you want to do. I would recommend, number one, kind of making it your own in a way. But then, like, just look at them and know that because they did it, like, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be discouraged. And I like to, when I get inspired by somebody, I like to scroll to the very bottom of their Instagram, the very bottom of their YouTube channel, the very bottom of anything, because I want to see where you came from. A lot of people like do keep that stuff up so you can see, like, you can look at the growth. Even you, like, if you already have like a YouTube channel you already started but you fell off somewhere, go look at your old videos and watch them. And I'm talking to myself too, because I don't watch my old videos like that. But I know if I went back and did, I would see the growth. I see the growth in the titles of my videos. I see the growth in the thumbnails of my videos. I see the growth in my deliverance of the, you know what I'm saying, of the videos, or of what I'm talking about. Or I see the growth in my speaking, you know what I'm saying? I see the growth in my ability to communicate and to mesh, I guess you can say, with others, or just adapt to the room, you know, and be able to engage in conversation without taking everything so personal or like taking on the energies of other people, because I am an empath, so it's easy for me to read the room. I sometimes read the room and take it personal. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. So stop thinking, just do it. The next tip that I have to help you move and remain motivated even when you don't really feel motivated is to remind yourself why you're doing it. So I have sticky notes on my bathroom mirror. I actually have a sticky pad and a pen that sit on my bathroom counter. So as I get these new affirmations, I can write them down and put them on my mirror, because seeing them first thing in the morning helps me to remember why I'm doing it, why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know? Even when I'm tired, even when I don't want to do it, I know that in the long run, that if I keep doing these things and if I stay consistent with my habits, the outcome is going to be everything that I've ever wanted and ever, you know, dreamed of. Life is truly about sacrifice. You really do have to sacrifice things in order to get to where you want to be at, whether it's your time, whether it's your money, or, you know, any other resource. I keep looking behind. I see a bug outside and I don't want it to come in my house and my door is open. I'm just gonna shut this door. I know that my short-term, I guess, being uncomfortable or whatever it is, my short-term unwillingness to do the task is going to lead me to a future that is going to be, you know, about abundant. I wanted to say bountiful, but it's going to be abundant, you know? So in the moment when I don't want to do something, I remind myself that by doing this, I am moving myself further. I am sticking to my commitment. I am honoring myself. I am loving myself. I am disciplining myself by doing what it is that I said I was going to do. You know, as simple as that. And it does make you feel good. When you do things you said you were going to do, it makes you feel good. And often when you don't do things you said you were going to do, you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? It might feel good in the moment for like a short-term satisfaction thing, you know. What's it called? Instant gratification. It might feel good in the moment, you know what I'm saying, for that. But after that, you know, you kind of feel bad because it's like, damn, like I'm still in the same position I was in yesterday. And that's something that for people who really want to do well in life, that's something that's hard for us to sit with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to move forward. I want to evolve. I want to change. And that's not saying that we don't have off days and we don't have bad days, shit, off weeks, off months, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying we don't have those, but we don't stay in those. Like, there comes a point where it's like, I can't keep doing this. You know, like, I have to change. I have to do better. And then, you know, you make the decision to do things different and do better. And it's hard. It's not easy. If it was easy, we would all be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it was easy, but obviously it's not, because a lot of people aren't doing it. So, number one, like, you're not alone. But at the same time, like, you have to understand that to move forward, you know, it takes action. It takes discipline. It takes structure. You know, it takes all these things that we don't really want to accommodate to. So I feel like it's important also to make time for play, make time for rest. You know, those things are important. It's also just as important to rest. Like, it's not like you have to slave your life away and just give every hour of your day to, you know, something else or investing or whatever it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very important to have time to chill out. So like, I watched on Skillshare, I watched a course by Hines, who also does YouTube videos, and when he was going over his schedule, he mentioned that he incorporates time for rest. Like, I will intentionally incorporate time for rest, and so I've started doing that too, and it makes me feel good knowing that there are days out of the week that I don't have to work on anything at all because I scheduled that for myself. You know, I made sure that I had everything I needed to do done within, you know, the days that I do want to work, and on those days that I'm not working, period. Like, don't ask me to work, I'm not working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything. And knowing that I have that time coming, or even throughout the week, you know, I schedule time in my days to not do anything, even though it's not as long as like a full day, because I will go a full day and not do anything. I have that scheduled in my week. The day is Saturday. But even throughout the week though, like, I work pretty much all day, and so I will schedule like maybe an hour or two, with lunch being one of those hours, you know, of just me time, like just time to chill out, like just time to not think, not do anything, you know. And when you do that, it helps you stay motivated when it is time to work, you know, because I know I have time for rest, I know I have time for play. Right now it's just time for work. So that is all I have for you for today's video. Those are my tips and my tricks to help, you know, stay motivated and keep moving even when you don't really want to move. So just to recap, that was to don't think, just do it. Remind yourself why you're doing it. Think of your benefits, think of the goals that you're going to achieve if you stay committed to what it is that you said you wanted to achieve, and to create a schedule that works for you. When you can make a schedule that prioritizes rest just like it does work, it's a lot easier to flow through that schedule, as opposed to always thinking, God, I have so much work to do. You know, that's a tiring mindset, where as opposed to, I have work to do, but I get to play later, so let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can all work out as long as you're willing to do the work, and as long as you're willing to stay committed to your process. Trust the journey. The journey's hard, but it's beautiful, I promise. Like I said, go back and look at your old progress, like, and congratulate yourself, clap for yourself, pat yourself on the back. It's super important to celebrate the small wins. It really helps you keep going. It truly does. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Subscribe, like, comment, share if it resonated with you, and I'll see you next time.
Big wheels keep rolling, rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace, but honestly that sound like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly that sound like a fair trade to me.